Hey guys, welcome to your 16th tutorial, and in this tutorial we are going to learn uh, what we are going to learn. Let's see. We are going to learn about how to work with many methods and what are instance variables. So till now we have used only one method and called it in our main method. So now we are going to more than that. So again, clear up your code and yeah, let's begin. So what we are going to do is, in this program we are going to print the name of your first girlfriend here. So we are going to make a variable here or private and string and girl name. So now you can see the keyword private here. So we already know that what public means. The public means that anyone can access it from anywhere, and the keyword private means that only the files now which will be inside this class, only they can access it, or we can say only a particular things can access it now. And in case of Java, if we are making a private variable here, so only the files or the block of codes which are inside the body in which the private variable is can access it. So this is our variable, and now we are going to make a method here. So it's going to be public and void, and what should we name it? Set name, and let's give it body. So what it's going to take? Okay, let's give it input type. So string name and set. It will set the name of our So what it's going to do is get an input or argument of string data type and set it equal to our private variable here. So now since this variable is private, only the methods inside this braces can access it, so we won't be able to call it in our main function in different class here. So now that we are setting the name, we need a method to print the name in the main our main method there. So again, public void, and let's name it saying. And since we don't need any extra piece of information to print, so and now again to print something, system out, and some of you might feel nostalgic about it, so we are going to use printf here. So printf, and now we need what you want to print. So your first gf was, and the name of our variable. So we are going to use the variable, our private variable girl name here, and yeah, it's right time. One more thing I want to show you, that the void here is a data type, or we can say a return type, which means what type of data we want this method to return. So since we have been using void till now, we were saying that we don't want anything in return or any return data type from our method here, because we were simply printing something using our commands. So now we are going to make a public string method, and let's name it getName. And for its body we are simply going to return our girl name here. So as you can see, it is simply returning the string data type, which is in this case is girl name. So that's what void and string and those keywords before a method name mean. If I had made a string method here, integer method here, so we will be returning a number from that method. So now that we have made our classes here, now it's time to print it in our main function. So I already have scanner and our class object here. So simply now we need to get an input. So again, system out println, and we are going to ask the user to enter name of your first GF, and after this now we are going to store that input in a variable called temp, and since our scanner object is named input, which is confusing me very much, so input dot next line, and after that now we have our input and we are storing it in our temp variable. So now we have to transfer this input from here to our set name variable, which is taking a string data type as its argument. So the object name is A, then again you know the further steps, so A and the object name, so it is, what was it, getName, yes I think, and its argument is going to be temp. So what's going to happen here is we are calling our function, and whatever the value is stored inside our temp function or temporary variable, we are transferring it using our setName method to our private variable which are made in other class, and using this variable now we are going to the print this. So let's give it a space here, a dot, and it was saying, yep, it froze, okay. So now if I had done everything right, our code should run properly, and we have errors. What are the errors? Okay, so the error is I am using a wrong method here, so it was set name, and let's correct it. So in place of get, it is now set name, and let's run it. So now our code is running. Enter the name of your first girlfriend. Mine was I think Ansha, and again it's running it. Your first name was, okay, so we have errors here. So the error is As some of you might have been familiar with C language, we have to specify percentage s here to print whatever the variable is. So now our code should run properly this time. So again something so you can see your first girlfriend name was Kansha. So again let's go through the whole code here. So we made various function in our Mango class here, and we made a private variable which is not inside any of our method. So any variable which is inside your class but not inside any method is called instance variable, as we can use it only in this particular instance. So that's how it got its name. So this is called instance variable. And then we are getting a name and storing it in our instance variable, and using this method we are printing out our instance variable into our main method. And in main method we have two objects, one for our scanner and one for our class file which is storing those methods. And we are getting input in our temporary function, why I'm saying function here, a variable which is inside our main method here, and then we are passing its value to the method which is copying that value to our instance variable, and then using the instance variable we are printing the name here. So, and that was a lot in this video. So I promise in the next video I am going to clear all the things bit, and yeah, that's all for this video. And don't forget to subscribe, and hopefully I will see you in the next video.